Okay, so hey there guys. So today's video is going to be an updated Battle of the Liquid Lipsticks video. I'm finally filming this. I've been wanting to film this for quite a while. But I think I have tested out the newer formulas that I have purchased, like the Makeup Geek ones, thoroughly enough, and like Marc Jacobs and Makeup Forever. Those are like my most recent liquid lipstick purchases, to tell you guys my full thoughts on each formula that I have tried recently and let you guys know my updated thoughts. So from my list, I'm pretty sure I have every single brand that I want to talk about in this video. Yeah, so I've tried quite a few new formulas that I've never tried before, and then I've also tried, same brand formulas that, Ofra, that I want to update you guys on, and Anastasia Beverly Hills of the newer formulas that I want to update you guys on. So I'm going to start with the lipsticks that aren't really liquid lipsticks, but they're liquid lipsticks. You know, they're like not liquid matte lipsticks. They're just liquid lipsticks. Like the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips, I did include those in this video. I didn't ever really do that with the NARS lip covers, but those were like very glossy lipsticks, and I knew that that was more like even less longer lasting than like the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips, and that's why I included that. It's basically the ones that I've done a liquid lipstick review and checking on. All of those lipsticks are like, I'm updating you guys my thoughts from the first impressions to now. Like basically that's my first impressions of the lipstick, is when I do the liquid lipstick review and check-in. And then I update you guys my full thoughts after I've had enough of a chance to try them out. And I don't think I've done this for like a year. So we're going to just jump right in. So I'm going to start out with the non-liquid lipsticks, and then I'm going to talk about my like matte lipsticks and go from there. I would have to say these two are probably the lowest, but again, they are not regular matte liquid lipsticks. I'm going to be talking about the Makeup Geek Plush Lip Cream and the Marc Jacobs Fawn Over Me La Marque Liquid Lip Cream. This claims to be a long-lasting liquid lipstick, but at the same time, it is a lip cream. So I should have assumed that it was basically the same thing. I thought that this was going to be a long-lasting liquid lipstick, and I'm pretty sure on the Sephora website it claims to be a long-lasting liquid lipstick, and it is definitely not a long-lasting liquid lipstick. It's more like a lip cream formula, like a liquid lipstick like ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips and like the NARS Get Dirty lip covers. That's what I would compare this one to, and I would say the same thing about this one. Let me just make sure about the Marc Jacobs one, because everything else here claims to be a long-lasting liquid lipsticks, because literally every single other lipstick here is a matte liquid lipstick. It's the Marc Jacobs. Let's just look up Marc Jacobs. If I could find it. La Marque Liquid Lip Cream. Lasting wear meets hydration for a completely new liquid lipstick sensation. With La Marque Liquid Lip Cream, enjoy the indulgent creaminess of this lipstick, now available in a luxurious liquid formula that glides on. Okay, so maybe it was like the regular lipsticks. If someone could please let me know that this is just like a liquid version of the regular Marc Jacobs lipsticks. I do love this. I really do like the formula of this one. This one is in the shade Fawn Over Me, and it's just a really gorgeous nude color, and I've worn this one like probably 7 or 8 times already since I've actually gotten it from the Vibe Sale. I really love it. I really like it for just putting on something that's really lightweight, and I know that I can like wipe it off and put like a different liquid lipstick on later. I really like doing that with these types of lipsticks. I'll wear like a ColourPop Ultra Satin Lip or something. Like I've actually been living in more my regular lipsticks than my liquid lipsticks lately. I mean, I am wearing a liquid lipstick right now, and I'm wearing one of them that I'm going to be talking about in this video. But for like the summertime, I really do like these types of formulas of lipstick, because they were just really easy to convert to like wearing a liquid lipstick later, or just leaving it on throughout the day, because you don't have to worry about it that much wearing off, but it will wear off at some point. So I really do like this one. This one is on the pricey side though. If I would go for something that's similar to this, I would stick with the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips because they're only $6. The Makeup Geek ones are getting pricey. I believe this one is $12, so it's not that cheap, but it's definitely cheaper than this. This is 28 bucks, so this is still expensive. And his regular lipsticks, I believe, are 30. So these are a little bit cheaper than those, but you're basically spending the same price. But I do really like this formula. But again, I would rank it really low because it's not a long-lasting liquid lipstick like it claims to be. It's just a regular liquid lipstick. And then this is the Makeup Geek Plush Lip Cream in the shade Jet Setter. And I knew probably right off the bat that this wasn't going to be a long-lasting liquid lipstick. I knew it was going to be more like a plush lip cream and like a liquid lipstick, not like a matte lipstick. So I knew that it wasn't really going to be anything long-lasting, but I did do a full liquid lipstick review and check-in on it, and I have worn it a couple of times since after that, and I do think I really like this. I actually think that this is my favorite that I've tried from Makeup Geek, lipstick-wise, because it's very comfortable on the lips, and it has a little bit more of a glossiness to it than the Marc Jacobs one. And it's just, again, very comfortable to wear. I really like the formula. So I have been enjoying this. I don't know if I'm going to swatch a lot of these. I mean, they're mostly nudes. There's like a similar color family to most of my lipsticks. They're either going to be pink or nude or like a pinky nude shade. So yeah, I would say these are good for what they claim to be, but I wouldn't say that they're a liquid lipstick. Okay, let's move on to the actual liquid lipsticks. Now, I'm kind of ranking these as I go based on, you know, and I have a lot of different formulas that have very iffy reviews. Like, a lot of people claim to love probably only 2 of these out of all of the ones I'm going to be talking about. And the first ones, I would say that I would rank the lowest personally because they are very drying to me, and I don't like drying liquid lipsticks, would be the Jouer Long Wear Lip Creams. Now, I would say more this shade is a lot more drying than this shade. I actually really like this shade, and this shade lasts a really long time on your lips. So it's hard to rank something really low when it depends on the actual shade that you try, because new liquid lipsticks are always going to be harder to formulate than colorful lipsticks. So this one is in the shade Creme Brulee, and this one is in the shade Petal de Rose. And this one is just fabulous on the lips. This one is just a really gorgeous color. I'm going to swatch this one because it's so pretty, and I really want to wear it more often. I mean, I do wear it when I can, but I just feel like I don't wear it enough. But it's just a really gorgeous, like, mauve-y pink color. I really love this one. I know I'm, like, trying to start on more, like, a positive note, but I really do like the formula of this. It's really, really nice. But if I wasn't ranking it by brand, I would rank this a lot higher because I really like the formula of this. I even like the formula of this more than like some of the other formulas that I'm going to be talking about above this. But if you're basing it on somebody that is just looking for a basic nude, I don't really like this. It's very drying and it does kind of peel a little bit. But I wear it when I can. Again, it's not bad, and it's very creamy and moussey when you put it on. But if I would compare these to a similar formula, I would say that the Galactic liquid lipsticks are the most similar to these, but nothing will ever beat how horrible those lipsticks are to me. I hate them. Those are literally like the worst liquid lipsticks I've ever tried. These are definitely 100% better than those. Like, for some reason, the Galactic ones just never sit right on my lips and will just peel like crazy. And my ColourPop lipsticks have been doing that a lot to me too recently. I realized that the ColourPop Ultra Mattes only really last a year and then they really start drying out on you. So just make sure you don't keep them more than a year. I mean, at least they're cheap so you don't like feel like you're wasting your money by like throwing them out after a year. Excuse me, I got like a whiff of the scent. But the scent and the formula are almost identical on them, I feel like, with the Galactic ones and these. But these just wear better, and they definitely go better on my lips. I just find that they're very drying. So to me, that's a turn off for me. If they weren't very drying, I would say I would really like these. It's not like they're horrible. I just feel like they're okay. So starting off with those, and these are about, I think they're about 18 bucks a piece, which you don't get a lot of product in these, but I do always buy Jouer off of the Derm Store website, and for some reason, Jouer has been the only brand that I've bought off of that website. I don't know why, but I am so impressed with their powder products recently, but like that's the same way I felt about Galactic. I loved their powder products. I just was not a huge fan of their liquid lipsticks at all, and that's the same thing with Jouer. Like, you always, like, feel more iffy about liquid lipsticks than you do, like, anything else in a certain brand. It's so weird. But yeah, not a huge fan of these, but they're good. I would recommend them. Like, there's not probably any formula in here that I wouldn't recommend, because in my last video, I, like, said, you know, I wouldn't recommend, like, the nude shades of the Kat Von D liquid lipsticks, or, like, but she did come out with new ones that I've been dying to try, but I just haven't picked them up yet. And I am really still looking for more nude shades. It's so crazy because it's like, I fell in love with the Lime Crime Velveteen nude shades recently, Elle and Lulu. I'm obsessed with them. But those are Lime Crime, and I always know Lime Crime are going to be good for me. But I'm still, like, always searching for the perfect nude formula of a liquid lipstick. And sometimes I feel like I still haven't found it yet, but there are some good formulas in here that I'm going to be talking about. But yeah, I do like them. They're just not my favorite. Okay, let's move on to number, like, 2 and, like, the worst ones, but also getting a little bit higher. I'm just not a fan of Anastasia Beverly Hills liquid lipsticks, you guys, but I do prefer these ones over her older formula. I thought her older formula was horrible. I tried out Pure Hollywood and Party Pink. Party Pink was so streaky. I returned that so quickly. I hated that one. And Pure Hollywood, I did used to get a lot of use out of when I first got it, and I thought it was like the best lipstick ever. But again, it does peel and it wouldn't go on evenly. But these are the newer ones that she launched around last year, I believe. And she launched a lot more nudes in her shade range. And these are the shades Naked and Stripped. And I actually kind of really like these. But again, they are drying and they do get a little bit like wrinkly and crumbly on the lips. But they're not bad. They're not a bad formula. So these ones are the 2 nude shades that I got. The first one is Naked. I don't really want to swatch that many because it's like, then I have to wipe them all off. But you get my drift. They're nude liquid lipsticks. You can go swatch them in Sephora whenever you want. I think I'm going to swatch more of the indie brands, or the ones that, you know, you can't find in Ulta or Sephora, like the Jouer and all the other online brands. But the other ones you guys can go swatch for yourself in Sephora. It's just like, I can't, like, waste too many makeup wipes right now because I'm, again, like, kind of broke. So I try and not go through them that quickly. So, like, when I do swatch videos, it's, like, a pain in the butt. But anyway, yeah, I would say, I think I just wore both of these recently. I definitely wore Stripped in a job interview a few days ago. So I did wear this recently. And I do really like the color, and it doesn't really peel that much, so I do like it. The only turnoff with these is that they are pretty drying. So I would say they're definitely better than the older formula, but I would probably skip on these the next time or if I'm ever, like, interested in purchasing them again. I did really want the shade Sepia, but I would stick with probably any other of the Anastasia powder products. I am in love with her powder products. I literally love everything else that she does except for her liquid lipsticks. Like, I'm obsessed with the Modern Renaissance palette. I love the single eyeshadows that I have. I love, love, love her glow kits. Like, everything else I have from her, I absolutely love. And of course, I love her brow products because I use that every single day, the brow definer. But the liquid lipsticks, I'm just not really a fan of. So I would skip past these the next time I am searching for a nude lipstick or any liquid lipstick in general. They're just not my favorite. So, okay, now let's move on to the next brand that I'm not like a crazy big fan of, but I do like this color. This is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in the shade In Demand. Now, Smashbox, it's not really a brand I ever really go for that much, but probably the mainstream brand that I never really purchase anything from is Lancome. The only thing I was ever interested in the past like year or so from them was their lash primer, because I tried a sample of it and then I fell in love with the full size when I used to use it. And then the only other thing I've really tried from them is like their sample of a mascara. But I never really go for their stuff. But for Smashbox, I only really go for their face primers, because I love their Smashbox Primer Water, and I love their regular Smashbox Photo Finish Primer, and I also love their Full Exposure Mascara. But for some reason, this was the only other product I was very intrigued on trying from them, and this is their liquid lipsticks, because everyone was raving about these when they first came out, so I was like, of course, I have to try them. And, oh, I forgot to mention some of the applicators for these. Oh my god. I really like the applicator on this one, the Marc Jacobs one. Let me just go back and show you guys. I'm sorry, I totally forgot. Because I do like it's just a regular tipped doe foot applicator, so it does get the job done really nicely. And I actually really like the applicators on all of the Makeup Geek formulas I've tried. This one's probably my least favorite though, because I'm not really a huge fan of these longer doe foot applicators, because I feel like they kind of are too big for your lips sometimes. But I do like it for this because it's not a liquid lipstick. For liquid lipsticks, I like more a regular doe foot applicator. The Jouer has a small doe foot applicator again, so this one again works pretty damn well for the purpose that it serves. And then the Anastasia ones, I believe, are just a regular tipped applicator as well. Yeah, these are like my favorite ones anyway. These always work the best usually, so that one is a pretty good applicator as well. For the Smashbox liquid lipstick, the reason why I forgot to mention the applicator is because I remember that this one has such a unique applicator, and that's what reminded me. I don't have any other applicator like this for any other liquid lipstick. I can't believe they came out with something so unique, because it's like, again, an angled applicator, but it's pointed at the end instead of like rounded like the other ones are. So that's what that one looks like. And I will swatch this one because I feel like this one's a little bit more of a unique nude shade. It has like a pinky hue to it. And I got this mostly because I really liked the shade, and that is the color right here. I don't remember if I got this in Sephora or Ulta. But that's the color. Actually, it's pretty similar to Creme Brulee, but it's just a little bit more pinky. And I do find that this one, it's not that great. I don't think that this is my favorite liquid lipstick formula. For some reason, everybody goes crazy over Anastasia Beverly Hills, Smashbox, and Jouer. And they're like my least favorite hyped up formulas. Like, I really don't like them that much. Like, this one's okay, but I wouldn't really ever repurchase any other shade because I wasn't that crazy about the formula. Like, it kind of peels a little bit, and it doesn't go on that evenly, but I do like it. But again, this one is a little bit drying. It's not that comfortable to wear. But I do prefer it over the other two brands that I wore because I do really like the color. I know that the color shouldn't really influence me on the formula, but I do prefer the color, and the formula is pretty good on this. But again, would skip on it if I was going to repurchase it because it's not that great of a formula. So that's that one. And then the next one I want to talk about is, I think I would say probably, like, it's so weird because I'm not crazy about any of these new formulas I've tried. I know that that's insane because it's like I've tried out so many new ones, but it's like I don't know like which ones I would say would be my favorites and which ones wouldn't. And what's annoying is that like I'm ranking a brand that I hate now higher than some of these other brands because it is a pretty good, decent formula of lipstick. I just don't like the brand at all anymore. But I would say the Makeup Forever Artist Liquid Matte Lipstick would be my next one that I would rank in this. I do actually really like this. It's actually a lot more comfortable than the other ones that I was talking about, and I think I'm liking it more and more every single time I wear it. I wasn't a huge fan of it when I first tried it because I felt like it was pretty crumbly, and I felt like it was fading already like the first time I wore it. But I do really like the scent of these, and I do really like the shade. It's a really nice shade, and this is the applicator, again, that pointed applicator. But I'm still, like, have been testing out this one. I don't know how I feel about it, really. But from what I've tested out, it's okay. It's not amazing. It is comfortable, but again, after a while it does get pretty drying, but that it does typically happen with most liquid lipsticks, so I can't really use that as a basis. But so far I don't think it's really worth the money. I mean, I do like that this is pretty decently priced because Makeup Forever, again, can be a pretty pricey brand. But for this, it doesn't hold up that well during the day. Same thing with all the other lipsticks I mentioned. They all end up not lasting on your lips, which kind of is annoying to me because the only ones I find that last all day are the Lime Crime. And the Lime Crime I've tested out, like, basically all day, like, in, like, the city. I would wear those to the city, and they hold up pretty damn well, but at the same time, after 8 hours, they're going to start peeling, and they're going to start feeling really dry, but they last 8 hours, and that's a really long wear for a liquid lipstick. And I would say, like, for these ones, I wouldn't say the same thing. So, okay, anyway, sorry. I'm just, like, trying to collect my thoughts on when I actually talk about lipsticks and stuff. Sometimes I feel like I'm like never know what to say about these products, but yeah, I would say this one is okay. It's not amazing, but I will continue to test it out. But so far, like, I like it more than these other brands that I was talking about, but I would rank it probably around the same as Smashbox. Again, it's not like the best lipstick ever, but it's a decent formula, and I might, like, consider repurchasing one of the lipsticks, but again, it's like, there are, like, still so many other lipstick formulas that I want to try out. Not necessarily matte liquid lipsticks. There are a couple, like, the Beauty Bakery ones. I've always been dying to try those ones. And there's, like, so many other, like, drugstore lipsticks that I want to try out. I probably wouldn't really try that many liquid lipsticks. Like, I'm just really interested in the Wet n Wild ones. But yeah, again, I just feel like I have too many high-end liquid lipsticks now that I feel like I want to branch out and try out some drugstores. So that's that one. Then the next one I would have to definitely rank because it's very comfortable on my lips right now, and this is the one I am wearing today. This is the Makeup Geek the Makeup Geek Cream Lip Stain. This is the Showstopper Cream Lip Stain in the shade Waltz. I like this because it's really comfortable on the lips, but again, you will have that problem with lastability when you eat something, but I do like the formula of this one, and it is a comfortable liquid lipstick to wear. This one I believe is like $12, and this is what the applicator looks like for this one. I don't know why I have such anxiety right now. Like, this is why I don't like filming sometimes. But this is what the applicator looks like for this one. Maybe because I feel like I'm not too comfortable ranking these right now, but at the same time, I want to film this. So, yeah, for this one, I would say it's not like my absolute favorite with lastability, but it is more comfortable for me, and for me, that's more important for me. Because when you do end up wiping it off when you're eating, it doesn't last. But I do like that it dries right away, and I like how comfortable it is on the lips because I feel like this is more of like a velvet lip stain. You know, like it just like melts on your lips and you don't have to worry about it for a while. It does have a little bit of transfer, but I would say for this one that it is not long-lasting, but it is a nice liquid lipstick if you're looking for more comfort. But I would say, like, my Stila or the Balm liquid lipsticks definitely last a lot longer. But I wish that they had more of a shade range with the Balm ones. And, of course, I always end up buying those before I actually, like, check the website and see that there's, like, more colors available. Like, I always would, like, buy them in store and stuff. So, yeah, for this one, it's okay, like, lastability-wise. So, yeah, that's one, and that one's, like, $12 as well. Okay, and then the next ones I would talk about are the Colored Rain liquid lipsticks. These are the Colored Rain matte lip paints, I believe they're called. So, these are the two shades that I have, and I actually really do like these. These ones are really, like, these are really matte. like really matte on the lips. And this is what the packaging looks like for these. This one, you have to face it this way in order to show you guys what it actually looks like. They both have different packaging. They're not like the same packaging. So I'm just going to show you guys like that. This one is in the shade Mars, and this one is in the shade Marshmallow. And I was really intrigued on trying these after I purchased the Colored Rain Queen of Hearts palette, and I'm obsessed with that palette. You guys know it's one of my favorite palettes of all time. It's flipping amazing, but these were the only other two products I purchased from them that I was interested in. I am interested in trying out their highlighters, but so far this is the only other products I've tried from them. And I do really like these. I think that these ones last a lot longer than most of the other ones that I've talked about. Like, they are really good at lasting on your lips. They are drying, though. That's why they're a little bit lower than the other ones I'm going to talk about. But the color payoff is amazing. They're so pigmented on the lips. They do tend to wrinkle just a little bit, but they are so comfortable. Like, sometimes there's like a different experience with these every single time I wear them, but they do get drying at some points. This one in Mars, I would say, is a little bit more drying than the gray one in Marshmallow. And I believe that these ones are like $16, $17 a piece, which aren't that cheap, but they're definitely more worth it to me than I would say the other liquid lipsticks that I've tried. And I don't like the applicator on this one as much as this one. This one has like more of like a longer applicator, so it's a little bit more difficult. Like, look how big that applicator is. Like, I'm not a huge fan of that, but the color is so pretty that I can kind of look past that, and the formula is pretty good. So this one is Mars right there, and then this one is Marshmallow, which I think I prefer Marshmallow over Mars, but I've only worn Marshmallow like 3 times, so I can't really like say which one I prefer over the other one. I think I've worn Mars a little bit more, but these ones I wear more in like the fall and winter time because these aren't really like summer colors, but I do really like them. But I would say like I would probably go for other liquid lipsticks over these. Again, like, I'm not like too crazy about them, like to purchase other shades in these ranges. Like, I do like them, but I probably would never pick up another lipstick from them. I probably would pick up more of their like highlighters and stuff, because it's like, once I own 2 shades from a brand, like, it's like I don't really have to go back and purchase them unless I like really love the formula. Like Lime Crime, I have like 20 of them. I love them so much, and I just love the shades that they come out with, but they are my favorite liquid lipstick formula. And then ColourPop, since they're so inexpensive, that's why I pick those up all the time. But I would say still, those two and my Makeup Monsters are like the best formulas I've tried, even though like the Makeup Monsters formula varies with their nude shades, because sometimes their nude shades aren't that good. But yeah, I would definitely rank these here. And then the next ones I would have to say are a pretty good formula of lipstick, but again, I hate that I have these, but they are really good formula-wise, are the Jeffree Star liquid lipsticks. I would say this one is probably the worst one out of all of them. I really regret buying this one. I hate this one, actually. This one is in the shade I'm Nude, and this is just too nude for me. I always have to wear it with a lip gloss with it, and it's just like too, this is probably the palest I could go with a lipstick. And I also hate the scent of these. The scent is horrible. But this is the actual applicator. I don't even like the applicator that much either on this. I find it's very rough to apply. I don't know, it has like something like sticking out of it, like on the tip of it, and it just makes it a lot harder to apply, especially with the nude lipstick, nude colors in his range. And I also find that his, you know, are more on the pricier side when it comes to indie brands. They're like $18, $19, you know, but I feel like he made them that price to compete with Lime Crime. I really feel like his main goal was to just like have Lime Crime like not be the center of attention anymore. I really feel like he contributed to like the downfall of her brand, and I still think that she makes a better liquid lipstick any day than like anybody else. But this one is definitely like my least favorite. This one is just like not that great. And then this one is in Celebrity Skin. This one is okay. It's not amazing. But this is the other nude lipstick. And again, like the smell of this is like more of that root beer smell. And it's like just not a pleasant, that great of a scent, you know? It just like smells weird to me. So that is this one, and it's okay. Again, I feel like this is the one I've worn like the least out of all of them, but it's not like amazing. But I would say over those two, I would say these two are really good formula-wise. These last a really, really good amount of time on your lips. Like, I wore one of these in the city for, like, all day, and it lasted such a good amount of time, and it was so comfortable on the lips. So, I do have to say he makes a good formula of lipsticks. Like, I would say these are probably the best ones that I'm going to be talking about today, but the reason why I rank them lower is because I don't like him, and I might be biased that way, but he's not all that. I'm sorry. So this one is in the shade Doll Parts, and this one is in the shade Androgyny. They are gorgeous colors, I would have to say. They're very beautiful colors, and they are a really good formula. Like, these are really comfortable on the lips, and they're really pigmented, and they do last a really long time. So I would say out of all the shades that he has, are the ones that I've had. I can't believe I've purchased 4 of these. Like, I think I was insane to get 4 of them. Like, the fact that I have the most of his, I just don't really understand what was going through my head when I got, like, 4 of his lipsticks. I was like, what the fuck is wrong with me? But again, everybody was raving about his lipsticks and saying that they were the best ones. And, you know, everybody loves Jouer and Anastasia Beverly Hills. So you buy into the hype, and they're really not that good. But these, I would say, are definitely better than the ones that everybody else would talk about. So this one is Androgyny, and this one is Doll Parts. So they're just beautiful shades. But again, don't really like him. And then the next one I would say is actually really good. I really was impressed with this. And I know, like, a lot of people were saying, like, I don't hear, like, anyone really talk about it. This one is the last one in my Makeup Geek ones. These are the Makeup Geek Plush Matte Liquid Lipsticks. The only turnoff is that this is so tiny, but this is a really comfortable lipstick to wear, and I thought that it lasted a really good time. The only downfall is that it does peel a little bit, but it doesn't, like, transfer off like that much, and it does, like, kind of get very crackly, like, as soon as you put it on. You kind of have to layer it up again, and then it looks really good for, like, the whole day. I wore this, like, probably 2 or 3 times, like, for a long amount of time, like 7 or 8 hours, and it lasted really well. And I actually really like the applicator on this because it's a smaller doe foot applicator. I just, like, stained the back of my hand. But it is a really pretty color because I wanted to try, like, something in a different shade. And these ones are, like, the most expensive. This one is, like, $14, and I feel like it's so tiny. But this one is the Goody Two Shoes shade. That's the shade. I didn't even say the shade. It's called Goody Two Shoes. So it's actually a really nice formula. It's really comfortable. Okay, and then the next ones, I can't believe I'm ranking these so much higher, but I really like the formula of these ones. They're not like, the only thing is that they're kind of sticky, but I do really like them. These are the, and I know a lot of people didn't really like them. I feel like a lot of people judged them right away, but I actually really like them. These are the Urban Decay Vice Liquid Lipsticks, and I can't believe I'm ranking them so much higher, but it's like these are really comfortable on the lips. And actually the shade 1993 is really, really good. Like, it doesn't transfer, and it lasts a really good amount of time when you eat. And I do actually really like the applicator of this too, because it does have a longer applicator, but it's tilted, so it's not like as annoying as like the other, like the Colored Rain one. So this one is in the shade 1993. It's just a gorgeous 90s brown shade. And then this one is in the shade Back Talk, which of course you guys know I had to have Back Talk in a liquid lipstick because I freaking love the regular one. And yes, this one does kind of fade on your lips, I wouldn't lie. But it's so pretty on the lips when you first put it on, and it does like, it doesn't like completely fade off your lips, like it still like leaves a stain there, and it's comfortable. So this one is the shade Back Talk, and that's probably what people were upset about with the Urban Decay ones, is that they fade like right off, and they're not cheap. They're like $19, $20, and I would say the Stila ones are a lot more worth it to spend the money on, or like the Lime Crime, than these. But I am glad I purchased these because I actually really like them. So I'm probably the only one. But And then the last ones, I really like this formula of liquid lipsticks, and I would say that these are #1 for me just because they are so comfortable to wear, and I actually really love them. Like, they're just really good. These are the Ofra Manny MUA collaboration liquid lipsticks, and I'm not ranking these #1 because of Manny MUA. Like, I actually really don't like him at all anymore. I'm just ranking them based on the formula, and the colors are so gorgeous. Like, he really did an amazing job with the colors with these. Like, this shade Charmed is no joke. It's amazing. So this one is Aries, this one is Charmed, and this one is Hypno, and they're just all so beautiful. Hypno is gorgeous, like gorgeous on the lips. And the reason why I'm ranking these #1 is because, again, like I've said before, the Ofra liquid lipsticks are so smooth and moussey on your lips, but they also last a really long time, and they're very comfortable. So that's why I would rank them a little bit higher. Now I'm getting a little bit hungry. Like, I'm getting really grumpy now that my boyfriend hasn't hit me up yet. I'm pretty pissed off. So this one is in the shade Aries, and I also love the scent of these as well. They have a really pleasant scent to them. Then the next one is Charmed, which is phenomenal. This is like my favorite one. I don't know what it is about like pinky lipsticks that are like my favorite ones. Like, I love this one, and I also love Makeup Monster Sedona. That's like my favorite pink lipstick of all time. Liquid lipstick, and that one is Charmed. It's just amazing. And then this one is a gorgeous red, which is called Hypno, which I probably should get more reds. And this is what the applicator looks like. It's a really nice thin doe foot applicator. I mean, tilted applicator. It's a really nice applicator. And then this one is in the shade Hypno right there. It's just a gorgeous, like, blood red color. It's amazing. And the Ofra liquid lipsticks retail for about $18. So, I think I did a pretty good job ranking these. Yeah, I think that those are my favorite ones out of the ones that I've told you guys about, because they're very comfortable on the lips. And even though, again, people were very iffy about the Urban Decay ones, I don't know, I was pretty impressed by them, especially 1993. I love that one. So, alright, you guys, I know that this is a different day, and I know this is probably going to confuse a couple of people, but I made such a friggin' boo-boo on this video that I was so pissed that I have to do it this way. But I wasn't going to go back and, like, re-record the video just because I forgot my favorite brand of lipsticks that was released last year. Or I think this past winter. I don't even know. But I think I got these during, like, a Sephora sale or something. I don't even know. But I can't believe I forgot to include this brand of lipsticks, because this is actually my favorite liquid lipstick from the mainstream lipsticks, like big brand lipsticks, because usually I like prefer the indie brands, but this is like in my top 5 favorite liquid lipsticks, and I can't believe I forgot it. So this is actually my top brand and top liquid lipstick in the ones that I had tried, and it's the Too Faced Melted Matte lipsticks, and I can't believe I forgot to say that these ones were my favorite, because these are by far my favorite ones that I had tried this past year, and I knew I was 100% going to try these. Like, I was so excited for Too Faced to release liquid lipsticks, and this was probably the last big launch that they came out with that I was really super excited for, because I don't remember the last time I've actually been excited about their products, but for these I knew 100% I was going to try them. So I have 4 of the shades, and these ones I believe retail for, the packaging's really annoying to hold, so sorry if I keep on dropping them. These retail for $20, I believe, and basically they're the melted matte version of their melted lipsticks, because their melted lipsticks are basically like the first, they were basically one of the first ones to release just liquid lipsticks that weren't like matte lipsticks. Like, they claim that they're matte and long wearing, but they're really not. Like, they kind of just wear like a regular liquid lipstick, not a matte liquid lipstick. These are their matte version of them. So I don't know why they called those ones matte liquid lipsticks. But these are the 4 shades that I have. I have Child Star, Cool Girl, Sellout, and Queen Bee. Child Star is a really beautiful, like, pinky nude shade, one of my favorites. And then I have Cool Girl, which is a cool toned nude. Then Sellout is my favorite shade to wear. This one that I probably have worn the most out of all of them. And this one's a gorgeous, like, orangey kind of nude. It's really pretty. And then Queen Bee is such a gorgeous color. I don't have, like, anything like this in my collection. And this was the last one I got from them. It's such a gorgeous, like, purpley mauve shade. But I'll swatch them really quick as well. So they have a really nice doe foot applicator, really perfect for application. The only thing I notice about these is that they are kind of starting to smell funky already, but the formula of these are so good. Like, they are so comfortable to wear on the lips. They might get drying after like a few hours, but I don't really notice that much. I just know that they're so moussey and creamy on the lips. I'm just going to swatch all of them and then show you the swatches, but these are definitely by far my favorite ones in this video. Next to Ofra. I do love the Ofra ones, but I love these ones a little bit more because these ones I find to be even more smoother on the lips. They're like one of the smoothest formulas of liquid lipsticks I've ever tried. Like, they just glide on your lips and they dry really fast and they don't transfer to your upper lips like at all as you're waiting for them to dry. So this one is Child Star, this one is Cool Girl, this one is Sellout, and this one is Queen Bee. So those are the colors. But I still can't believe I forgot to mention these because I haven't done an updated liquid lipstick battle with these in there yet. And these quickly became my top favorite ones. And what's funny is that I believe that these ones were the first or second ones I had tried after Jeffree Star lipsticks, I believe. And these ones still take the cake despite the other brands I had tried after these ones, like the Anastasia liquid lipsticks and the newer ones and the Ofra liquid lipsticks. I think I might have tried the Kathleen Lights ones before these. Yeah, definitely, because those came out like 2 years ago. So I definitely tried these ones after that, but I tried the Manny MUA ones I think like last summer or something. These, though, I believe came out in like December or November. But yeah, the packaging is really cute. I really like the glass packaging. I just, I always loved their packaging. But yeah, I was dying for them to release a liquid lipstick formula, and I'm really glad that they did. I'm really excited to actually try their melted chocolate version in a matte form. I believe they're releasing that for the holidays, like a melted chocolate lipstick, like a melted matte chocolate lipstick, and I'm really excited to try that. I usually never go for their holiday liquid lipsticks. Like, I thought the candy cane shade was really beautiful, but the one that they're releasing this year, I believe, is a chocolate one, and I'm really excited to try it. That's probably like the only thing I'm going to be interested in purchasing from the holidays from them. But yeah, love these. Highly recommend them. I really, really love the formula. The only thing I notice about the lightest shade, which is Child Star, is that you do develop a little bit of that white film, like, ring around your, like, this part of your lips after like a couple of hours. But basically, if you smooth it out, it goes away and it doesn't really come back, and they don't crust up, they don't flake, they're just super smooth and a beautiful formula on the lips. So I'm so sorry that I got confused. So please like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram at CBW819, and my Twitter is PokerFace819, and my Snapchat is PokerFace819. But basically, both of them are like tied for #1, but this one is by far my favorite formula that I had tried out of all the other lipsticks I had tried with this batch of new formulas. So again, I'm very sorry for the confusion. But yeah, if you want to know my full thoughts on these, you can also check out my liquid lipstick review and check in on them. Oh, I did not seal them properly. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So bye, guys.